today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's the AFC Championship game on EA Sports. Houston Texans taking on Baker Mayfield and the Buffalo Bills.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports. And, man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy...
The winner here gets a ticket to Tampa. The loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
And he is going to have a Bills first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39.
Mayfield on play action. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That time 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
Bradley.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. The return man, Ty Johnson. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Recovered by the kicking team.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. A first down carry for Henry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the gun, Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
2nd and goal.
They'll run with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
The ball carrier.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who's taken a long and courageous road back to the NFL, their veteran quarterback, Alex Smith.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Number 30.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, Smith. And that is incomplete.
Smith's pass incomplete on the throwaway. Sets up.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 20.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he finds McLaurin. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
On 2nd down now. It's Henry. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a 1st half to forget. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Johnson on the return. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC championship. It's a 1st down.
34-yard line.
Here's Smith. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Throwing again is Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Carter. And he is going to have a Texans first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. Now Williams. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Smith. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC. And you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Tywan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. Got a man, it's right. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
Off of play action, here's Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, but now it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Trey Wayne.
Smith throwing again. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Thaddeus Moss there to make the grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Is good.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Green to bring it back. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
A loss of 7 yards.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Henry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. On 2nd and a yard, Smith. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the New York Giants squaring off against the New Orleans Saints. So with that, let's get you right back out for the second half and the right to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl, as I'm privileged to hand things back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. A gain there of 21 yards.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd.
They'll try the air now with Smith. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a first down throw, it's Smith. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
On 2nd and goal, Smith. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Mayfield. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Aaron Donald able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Houston set to take over, and they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Smith. Caught left side, Williams. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 37.
They run it again with Williams. fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Derek Wolfe there on the stop. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Smith. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
1st and 10.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a 1st down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Carlos Dunlap. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the 1st down sack. Smith gets this one to Hill. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
A.J. Hill brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Bills 21, Texans 17.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just give it up.
It's a
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
About to find out. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss, but it'll be 2nd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Smith. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth quarter lead. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. K.J. Hill there to make the grab. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Green to bring it back. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield and the offense now. Down by a field goal. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. Here's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Mayfield's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Mayfield trying to get him up to the line as fast as he can. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Goes underneath for Henry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Let's hear it, Texans fans.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.